Hello everybody, and we are back finally after that overtime win against Virginia. Old Dominion is 1-1 going into the game against 1-1 Temple. Both teams have the same record, but first we'll look at some little blips of recruiting here. Three quarterbacks, Greg Jones, Adam Norton, and Jay Campbell are the guys we're looking at here as possible future quarterbacks. At least, the very least, they'll be backups. But we have a lot of receivers targeted right now. It doesn't mean we're going to get them all, but targeting Matt Ryan. Not that Matt Ryan, but this Matt Ryan. A solid looking 6'3" wide receiver. And then Reynaldo Wheeler out of Vinton, Virginia. 6'6", and he's got some very good speed. He'll need to work on his catching, though. He might not have the best hands, so he might not be an immediate starter on the offense for Old Dominion if he indeed does commit. We'll also look at Keith McCarthy, another player who looks pretty solid. Mixing up a little bit, trying to get some more size in the receiving core, but still looking for guys who have good hands as well. We need reliable receivers, not just speed receivers. And so there it is. Temple, here's how they've gone. Winning Army at home in the opener, and then they had a very tough test at number 2 Oregon and got thrashed. No doubt that's a difficult place to win if you're going to Oregon, so can't really put too much on that. They've played a very lowly Army team and a very, very good Oregon team. So the 1-1 record doesn't tell us much when it comes to playing teams that they're matched up well against. And Old Dominion and Temple, this is a very good matchup. These teams go up against each other very nicely, very evenly matched. Temple out of the American Athletic Conference, ready to come in here to SB Ballard Stadium to take on the Monarchs. Tommy Patrick set to take the opening kickoff. This Temple will start this rainy game with the ball. Lots of rainy games here when they played in this stadium. And there's Albert Reed. He actually does not lead the team in rushing despite being the star halfback for this team. The quarterback, P.J. Walker, leads the team in rushing with 190 yards on the season and 2 touchdowns. That's on top of 2 touchdown passes he's thrown, as well as over 360 yards passing. So they've got a decently balanced offense here, and he runs over T.J. Ricks. P.J. Walker does for 12. He will be something to watch, a dual-threat quarterback, but he's got a solid arm, P.J. Walker does. He's going to find Starrett here for first down, Clancy Starrett, and they're moving right away. Temple has a very solid offense. Balanced again, like I said, balancing the run and passing game. They do a good job of both aspects. So the defense has a lot to account for here in this game. And here's Albert Reed getting 7. First couple carries in this game, he will stop for minimal gains, if not no gain. 3rd and 1, though, he's going to be hit by Kavon Walker. This time it's Zaire Williams, the backup running back. Kavon Walker already 3 tackles on the day. So Temple settles for a field goal on that drive and takes the early lead 3-0. Silva finds Dickens on a bubble screen, but only a minimal gain of 3, and the Old Dominion offense is going to have to get a little more consistency here. Silva running a little option, gets about 4. Because that's been the biggest problem, is sometimes, Josh Silva looks ridiculously good, but other times interceptions happen. And there was a fumble, by the way. Harvey Taylor coming in, fumbles it. Thankfully, it's recovered. But a little triple option here. The pitch to Dixon. Dixon has some room to run. He makes a defender miss. Going down the sideline inside the 35. He gets 28 yards. Crosses 200 yards rushing here through the first 2.5 games. Silva's going to throw this one. He looked for Kevin Privet, but it was not a good decision. And it's Nate Smith getting the interception. So turnover. And this is what we talked about with consistency in the offense. They need more good things to happen and not these interceptions, fumbles, all that kind of stuff. And on 2nd and 6, a nice run by Albert Reed, his biggest of the day so far by a long shot. He's a very, very good runner. It's a good offense overall for Temple, but good defense here. Kavon Walker minimalizes the gain, setting up 2nd and 8. Let's hand it off to Reed again, and it's going to be another minimal gain. Marcus Massey cleans up on the tackle by Jack Tacho. Couldn't quite fully wrap up there. He got trucked. He got tracked. Chacho's been up and down so far this season. He's had some very good moments and some very bad moments. He has a tendency to get burned every once in a while. Walker, though, looks like wants to take off. Massey should have had him there. He completely missed. Walker gets the first down. It's 1st and goal. Now, late in the first quarter, Walker drops back to pass, and it's an easy touchdown for John Christopher. 2-score lead is theirs, and Walker's not throwing an incompletion on his 4 passing attempts. So it's 10-0 here in the first quarter still. Silva going to give Dixon the ball on the option. He's got great blocking, lots of room to run. Does Dixon have the speed? He can't quite pull away from the defenders, but he gets 37. Dixon already has runs of 28 and 37 here in this first quarter, looking very good. I wonder why Old Dominion doesn't just keep running the ball against this defense. 2nd and 7, Silva under center, drops back and finds Connor Martin for a very short 2-yard gain. And 3rd and 5, the left-hander looking to run to his right. He's not going to look for anybody in the passing game. He's going to take off. Gets 13 and a first down. We open the second quarter. Silva looking to throw into double coverage intended for Brandon Ellison. A terrible throw, a terrible decision. And again, the turnovers, the bad decisions plaguing Old Dominion. Kevon Walker chases P.J. Walker on that one, and it'll be 2nd and inches after a gain of 10. Here, Chad Robinson comes flying in off the defensive end. Once again, the University of Buffalo transfer has looked pretty solid in his position. He has earned that starting job. 3rd and 6 for Walker now. Looking to pass. He's going to find Carrington, and he's going to barely get the first down. Met by Justin Weddle, the highly prized recruit from a couple years ago. 2nd and 10 for Walker as he looks back. And it's going to be picked off. It's Chad Robinson. Chad Robinson, the defensive end. You don't see that every... A defensive lineman getting an interception. We'll see what happened here. Chad Robinson drops back into a contain. The defensive ends were containing P.J. Walker, not going to let him escape the pocket. And a perfectly positioned Chad Robinson intercepts the ball. Great field position. And guess what? Josh Silva has been yanked, at least for this drive. Shane McCarley, the redshirt junior, has only taken a few snaps in his career and has never thrown a pass. Hands off to Dixon again here. McCarley's first few plays have just been handoffs. So 3rd and 5, a real opportunity to showcase his arm. 3rd and 5, McCarley back to pass. Great protection. Finds Brady Massey. Shakes off the tackle. Touchdown, Brady Massey. And McCarley's first career pass is a touchdown of 21 yards. Old Dominion is on the board. And McCarley may be showing that he deserves some more attention. Finds the 6'4" senior for a touchdown. And it's 10-7 here in the second quarter. Temple. And he's blown up, and guess who was there? It's Chad Robinson. He is having a monster day so far, and it's not even halftime. 3rd and 4 for Walker. And John Christopher is not going to get the first down. Old Dominion holds. The defense now feeding off that touchdown, feeding off Chad Robinson's interception. And the momentum seems to have shifted. McCarley finds Kevin Privet there. 9 yards, and things are looking very good for the Old Dominion offense now. Feeling good. Handoff to Dixon on 2nd and 6. He gets blown up there. Wow, what a hit that was. And that would just end the drive. Old Dominion wouldn't do much after that. So under 2 minutes now. P.J. Walker looking on a screen to Reed. Reed shakes off T.J. Ricks. Ricks is not having the best game today. As talented as he has had a hard time making tackles. 3rd and 9. Walker has time. Hit as he throws one-on-one. And it's Jack Tacho jumping up to get the interception. Old Dominion with 3 timeouts and a minute left have a chance to at least tie this one before the half. It looked like Temple might try to run away with this, but suddenly turnovers and a newfound momentum. Old Dominion is looking to tie or even take the lead. McCarley is a dual threat quarterback, keep in mind. He's not quite as fast as Josh Silva, but he can run and he can burn you with his legs as well as his arm. Arguably a more accurate passer than Silva, but not quite as fast. And look at that. Just as we said, more accurate. Dickens right in there. He had to thread the needle. 40 seconds and counting for number 13 back to pass. Finds Privet for a minimal gain. So it'll be an Old Dominion timeout there to stop the clock at 35 seconds. 2nd and 7. Shotgun for McCarley. Looking to pass now. Rolling out, and he's going to use his legs on this play. Running right down the sideline out of bounds. Free timeout for Old Dominion. Number 13 gets 13 on his first carry of the game. McCarley now. Good protection again. The line's done well, and he finds Brady Massey the second time this game. Number 81's made a play. And 3rd and 4 with 16 seconds left. McCarley going to try and find something to do here. Nobody really quite open there. So McCarley takes off and he dives. First down yardage. Well done. 9 seconds left. Maybe only time for an end zone shot here because they have no timeouts. So no time to run the clock out. And hit as he threw, so the ball lands harmlessly to the ground. Old Dominion sets up for our Tommy Patrick field goal here. And it's good. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it goes through. And it is a tie ball game as we go into halftime. And Stanford, as we see here, edges by UCLA. Stay undefeated there. 10-10, and it didn't look like the best start for Old Dominion. It was a rough one as Josh Silva threw 2 interceptions early. The offense didn't look like it was going to get going other than the run game. But now with Shane McCarley in at quarterback, things seem to be changing. Stats pretty even, game tied. This is a great matchup in the rain. It's anybody's game. Tied at 10 in Old Dominion. To get the ball to start the second half. A deep kick will go right out of the end zone. Simmons had no business trying to field that apparently. So 1st and 10. And a lot of momentum on the side of Old Dominion. Their offense has surged. The defense has played very well. Things are going well. 2nd and inches out of the pistol. Handoff now to Scott Sullivan, the redshirt freshman. It's a nice chunk of yards here. I will say this. The game is going to start looking a bit laggy. It started kind of lagging a little bit, so things will look a bit slower than usual. I don't know why. It hasn't done this in any other game I've played, so it just did it in this game. I don't know why it started lagging, but here on 3rd down, Privet wasn't a good pass. It should have led him on beyond the sticks. Instead, he had to come back for it, and that forced 4th down here. But at midfield, Old Dominion feeling like they can get 1 yard on 4th down. Wanted to try and go down and take the lead. Dixon just gets the 1st down. Gain of 3. Wasn't an easy 3 yards, but he does get it. So out of the pistol again here, McCarley fakes the handoff on the option, and he's going to fight for these yards. Look at him go. He doesn't want to go down. Number 13 gets 13 again. Seems to be a common number here. It's the lucky number today. 2nd and 8. McCarley rolls out to his left now. Looking, sets and throws. Finds Connor Martin into the end zone. 33 yards to the tight end. Shane McCarley has done it again. Rolled out to his left, bought time, set his feet, and threw a perfect ball to the tight end, Connor Martin, who dives in to the end zone after being hit. 17-10, and Temple's next drive would stall, so ODU gets the ball right back. 2nd and 4. The passing game has done incredibly well, and Dickens, look at him go, getting the yards after the catch. Shane McCarley making a name for himself right now. Handoff to Dixon. Stopped for a loss of 1. Great play defensively by Temple. They recognize that right away. 3rd and 10 now here as we're approaching the latter half of the 3rd quarter. Finding Connor Martin just about 1.5 yards to 2 yards short. Old Dominion would punt it away. Here now, Temple getting the ball back on offense, and Kanya Anderson sacks P.J. Walker. What a play by number 99. Exploding in there, and the offensive lineman had no chance at stopping him. He just seemed a bit slow. 2nd and long now, and the pocket seems to have just continually collapsed on Walker. He doesn't seem to have sure protection on any one play here. Walker on a little play action, looking deep, and he's going to overthrow his man. Walker's really slowed down in this game. Old Dominion's next drive would stall, and we go to Temple's next one where P.J. Walker is stopped by, yes, again, Kavon Walker, his 8th tackle of the day. So it's 3rd and 5. Down by 7, Walker looking to throw, has plenty of time, and it's simply dropped. Maybe the rain having an impact on catching the ball, and they want to go for it. 6.5 minutes to go, and they want to go for it. Not trusting the defensive effort here. Walker pressured outside. He finds Hairston. That looked a bit underthrown, but Hairston came back to it, gets the first down. The drive stays alive. Full house backfield, another play action for P.J. Walker. Has time to throw again, and tight coverage by Jack Tacho. Still doesn't stop that play. John Christopher hauls it in. Now approaching the goal line. Temple wants to get a touchdown here. A field goal doesn't really do too much for this offense. And Albert Reed, look at this play. He runs right over the defender, and it's a touchdown for Temple. And it's all tied up. 5 minutes to go. 17 all. Now what can the ODU offense do? Tie ball game. They need to go down and take the beam back. Look at David Dixon, has more room to run. And if he hadn't just clipped Brady Massey, he probably would have been gone. Massey actually slowed him down there. Slowed him down indeed. Handoff to Scott Sullivan, the redshirt freshman, having a good day. Got a little antsy. I think he tried to spin before he really needed to. So it's 2nd and 1. Harvey Taylor comes into the game to get the handoff here. He gets first down yardage. That's all they brought him in to do there. Get the first down. Keep the drive going. 2nd and 4. Old Dominion taking their time on this drive. Play action. McCarley finds Lawrence Reese. Great hands the youngster has. And you won't see him too much yet. He will have a future at the Old Dominion receiving position. Shane McCarley on the option keeper. Gets inside maybe the 3 to about the 2.5 yard line. 3rd and goal. Dixon handoff. He uses that speed to get to the outside. Outruns the defense, and it's a touchdown. Old Dominion has got the lead back. 24-17 with 1 minute and 54 seconds to go. Temple does have all 3 timeouts. Keep that in mind. Reed set to return this kick. What can he do with it? He's going to get swarmed before he can really get anywhere. Reed's day, 15 carries, 83 yards and a touchdown. Not bad, but he's a highly touted running back. Some consider him to be a Heisman candidate even. But he needs to have a better day today if he wants to be still considered for the Heisman this season. Walker on 2nd and inches takes off, fakes out Chad Robinson. Robinson could have had him for a loss there. Instead, he gets the first down now. 1 minute and counting on 2nd down and 4 yards. P.J. Walker has somebody wide open. What is Hairston doing that open? Justin Weddle playing incredibly loose coverage on that play. Let him get the first down now. 37 seconds and counting. Walker going to get sacked, and it's Chad Robinson. What a day Chad Robinson is having, the transfer from the University of Buffalo. He has found himself a home in a breakout day for the transfer, making a name for himself. Walker spikes it to stop the clock at 21 seconds on 3rd and 17. Very long yardage to go. Walker's going to have to find somebody. John Christopher underneath. He does not get the first down, met by a host of defenders. So it's going to be 4th and 3, and Temple not taking a timeout. This could be crucial. A timeout would certainly allow them more than one play if they were to get the first down. Instead, they're just going to run a no huddle. Walker looking to throw now. They're going to go for the win here. Walker takes off. Chad Robinson takes him down. Turnover on downs, and Old Dominion is going to win. Surely, even if Walker had gone enough for the first down, a second would have ticked off and likely would have been game over either way. Taking off and running was not the way to end the game for Temple. Terrible decision making there on the clock management. And now Old Dominion is going to improve to 2-1. What a game. That was a fantastic game. And Shane McCarley, breakout day. Chad Robinson, breakout day. We'll talk about them in a second when we bring up their stats. 16 of 22, 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. McCarley may have just slotted himself a starting position here. He didn't really make any mistakes in the game. No interceptions, no fumbles. Very well played game. Dixon had 125 yards on just 15 carries. A very good day there. So he had a number of big runs against the defense there. And receivers, ball distribution got spread out to a number of receivers. Kavon Walker led the way. 8 tackles, 2 for a loss. But Chad Robinson had the defensive performance of the season. 6 tackles, 3 of them were for a loss. 1 sack and an interception. It doesn't get much better than that if you're a defender. P.J. Walker didn't have a bad day passing either, but a couple of interceptions, a couple of sacks. It didn't all work out. Not a bad day running the ball either. 15 for 83 for Albert Reed and a touchdown. Comes out to a 5.5 average, so not too bad. Hairston and Christopher each with 5 receptions. Christopher the lone touchdown interception. All in all, not a bad day. ODU did turn it over a couple times, but once Silva came off the field, and maybe some people are right out there, that Silva's just not quite cut out to be a quarterback yet. He might need a year more of just being able to develop and become a more accurate passer. And less of those mistakes, because he has great speed. He does have very good speed. Old Dominion under 400 yards just by 2. Barely that close to getting 400 yards of total offense. Both teams turned it over twice. Big difference there. Old Dominion 6 of 10 on third down. Temple just 2 of 9. So there's a huge difference in the third down conversions. Here are your players of the week, the NCAA players and Conference USA players upcoming. But we now have a situation here. Josh Silva or Shane McCarley. I mean, McCarley made a big statement in this game. Silva has had a decent start passing this season, but McCarley just put up a huge performance. And he is going to be the man leading the way into our next game, which will be the Conference USA opener for Old Dominion. First Conference USA game. That's how it's been the past couple of seasons. Western Kentucky, they've been the conference opener.